Hey guys, welcome to the third module of AIESEC Hub for Induction for OGX Customer Experience members. So today we'll be looking at the customer experience role and the customer flow itself. This is a follow-up module from the previous one where we looked at the AIESEC customer flow. Here we'll go into more depth. So we'll look into the customer experience, our role in the customer flow itself, and what our standard operating procedures are, really breaking it down to what the day-to-day activities would look like as a member. And again, your host today is myself, Jason, MC Digital Marketing 1819 for AIESEC in Australia. So cool. So previously we looked at the customer flow again. We looked at the 4 phases: attraction, consideration, value delivery, and brand advocacy. We looked at the 4 customer profiles. Under the categories, we have our strangers, becoming leads, then becoming customers, then being a promoter. And we also looked at the customer statuses under each phase as well. So why is it important that we have this customer flow and we do what we do in AIESEC? Because as an OGX member, what we're doing is actually facilitating a complete customer flow cycle each and every single time. So every time we attract customers, we're looking at turning them into leads, and after leads, we'll have more customers, and with good experiences being delivered, we'll have promoters, and more promoters means we're getting more strangers and visitors to be interested again, and the cycle keeps continuing. And this just means more and more experiences can be delivered by us, and this is where our role plays in this cycle. So more specifically, in the attraction phase, we're looking at doing things like stores, lecture bashes, holding events, and running national campaigns, and promoting on social media. A pro tip here is to make sure we're promoting our IR partners only in all our communication channels, because here we can decrease our process time, make things faster, and increase our conversion from one phase to another. In consideration, our main activities are looking at guiding our EPs, so our exchange participants, through the customer flow, doing customer calls, holding coffee chats, running information sessions, and really product packaging things for the customer to make their decision. So a pro tip here is that customers can take up to at least 7 to 11 interactions with the product to make a purchase decision. So we need to make sure we have a very clear plan on how we're actually going to continue to be on their minds. The next stage is value delivery. And our key role here is that we're ensuring that all our exchange participants are being delivered all the standards. And also we're supporting our EPs whilst they're on the exchange. We're encouraging them to share their journey with us. We're having materials, and we're really helping and teaching them how to document and encouraging them to share their journey with us as well. The pro tip here is to make sure we're having regular contact with our exchange participant and hosting entity to, one, make sure that they're getting the standards that we're promising to deliver them, and we're also being able to help document and create content whilst they're on exchange as well. The 4th phase is the brand advocacy phase. So the main activities we're looking to do here are, collecting amazing content from our IR partners to prepare us for the next cycle. We're looking at communicating with our exchange participants regularly to get content for materials for our attraction phase, and we're looking also to closing off our exchange participants' experiences with our feedback surveys and complete surveys, and running a debrief for them as well. A pro tip here is that we want to collect as much raw materials as possible so we can use it for photos and videos, and we want to record interviews with our exchange participants once they have completed their exchange experience. So these are the 4 phases and the activities we do in them. But we also have one more thing. We have what we call an SOP. So this is the standard operating procedure. And pretty much why organizations have SOPs or standard operating procedures is because we have a full customer flow, but we need to break them down into more specific activities and actions we can do in each phase. So we're looking at a step-by-step instruction compiled by an organization to help our workers carry out complex routine operations. SOPs aim to achieve efficiency, quality output, and uniformity of performance while reducing miscommunication and failure to comply with industry regulations. So in short, we're looking to make our process and our customer flow more efficient and more effective. Because what this means is that we have a faster and clearer process of what we need to do. This means that we can deliver better experiences, and this means that we can have more customers and we'll have more lives changed. So let's look into the SOP we have in AIESEC. So on the left column, we have our customer stages. So these are the statuses that we talked about under each customer flow. You can see from on this snapshot is from stranger to accepts. In the middle, we have the activities and what we do in each stage, helping a customer go from one status to another status. And on the right-hand side, we have what we call our process time. And our process time is how many days we aim to deliver these activities by. And yeah, so let's get into it. So I'm going to explain to you one by one each stage of our SOP. So from stranger to open. So again, this is our attraction phase, right? In stranger to open, we're doing things again like attracting using our digital and physical strategies. We're talking about what we do, and we're making sure we're delivering the right value propositions to our customers, and they're really understanding what we do in AIESEC and what our products are about. The call to action here is that they can sign up on our platform at AIESEC.org and create an account with us so they can move on to apply, right? In open to app, that's our next stage. So for open to app, what we need to do is we need to call and text within 24 hours our customers that have signed up. And then we need to record their information down to see what they're interested in and how we can help them to apply. We can hold a CC with them. So that's a coffee chat with them. We can invite them to an information seminar or session so they can understand more about us. However, if they're not interested at the moment currently, what we can do is follow up later. Or we can also have automated emails and newsletters being sent to them so they can hear more about what we do. And we can use the information that we have gained through our calls and touch points with them to really tailor our messages towards them so they can get all the information they need to make a purchasing decision. So the call to action here is that we have our customer apply on the project. So after they apply, they're looking to be accepted to the project because they need to be accepted by the organization that they're applying to volunteer in. So from apply to accept, what we need to do is we need to track our applicants onto the relevant trackers that your management board will show you guys. We need to follow up with our hosting entity, so that's the HE, within 48 hours to tell them, hey guys, I've got an exchange participant who's looking to apply to your project. They're in like Taiwan, for example. Could you help us out? And we're looking to keep our applicant warm by helping them out through this phase so they get accepted. We can help them with their interview practice, really getting them ready so they can get accepted. And then once they are accepted, it's expected that they pay and be approved within the 7 days. And we need to make sure it's really clear what the processes and paperwork are in this stage here. So on the right, we have our process time. So from open to applicant, we aim to help our customers and complete these tasks within 10 days. Because if they're really interested and keen to go on exchange, we want to help them apply, give them all the information within the first few days so they do have the time to apply. And then from applicant to accept, we aim to do this within 7 days. So we really want to help push for our exchange participant to go through the interview and help them find out if they are going to go on exchange and tell them all the information that's necessary. Moving on to the next stages of the customer of our SOP is from accept to approve. So to get approved after they get accepted, we have to give them the expectation settings of all the next steps that are going to happen. So that includes things like all the standards we're going to deliver, includes things like making sure they know there's going to be an outgoing preparation coming up, helping them break down what kind of support for visa, insurance we're looking at providing to them, explaining the contract and helping them sign this and issue a payment towards them. So here we have 8 days to do this, and to move on to the next step is once they have signed the contract and made payment, made a purchase, we add them to our national approval tracker, which we track down all these details for them. And to the next stage of the customer of our SOP, we're looking at approve to realize. So this is the period before they actually start their experience as a realized exchange participant. In this stage, we want to deliver the standards that we need to deliver prior. So this is making sure we have outgoing preparation with them. We want to make sure that we have constant contact with the host and also the exchange participant to really build that relationship with them, to really make sure that we're delivering the experience that we are promising them, making sure we're starting to really document the experience of our exchange participant. And usually they will go on to a project for 6 weeks. That's why the process time there is for 6 weeks. And in this stage here, after they go on, whilst they're realized and before they finish, in these 6 weeks, we want to keep up constant communication, and we want to really ensure that our standards are being met at this time. Upon finishing the project, we look to ask them to fill in the complete experience survey, and we also ask to deliver another debrief for them. So what we'll do is organize another seminar for all our exchange participants, or maybe one-to-one, where we really debrief the exchange experience with them, and then they have moved on to complete. And we wish to do this within 2 weeks. And after completing, we look to fill in all our governance procedures and hopefully reintegrate the exchange participants back into our local community as a new member as well. So this was our customer experience role and the customer flow, how it interplays, and a brief introduction into what our standard operating procedure looks like. Hope you guys gain some more insight and clarity as to what we do and what our SOP are. I will see you guys again, and thank you for listening, and all the best.